Hey guys, in this video I'll be going over the questions of the AMC8 2000 test, problems 21 to 25. Last video we went over questions 16 to 20. If you haven't watched that video, make sure to watch it. It's linked in the descriptions below. Let's get into it. Problem 21. Kiko tosses 1 penny and Ephraim tosses 2 pennies. The probability that Ephraim gets the same number of heads that Kiko gets is one of these. So, Kiko can either get 1 head or 0 heads. So 1 head, and then Ephraim can recreate this 1 head in one of 2 ways. One way is that his first penny gets a head, so first penny gets a head, and his second penny gets a tails. Okay? And then the second possibility is that his first penny gets a tails, and his second penny gets a heads. These are 2 different cases. So then these both equal to 1/8. And then Kiko can also get 0 heads or a tails. Okay? And then this means that Ephraim must get 2 tails too. So a half times a half again. Second wants 2 tails. So then this equals to 1/8 too. And then if we add all of this, we get 3/8. Now this corresponds with B, so B is our answer. Let's move on to the next question. Problem 22. A cube has edge length 2. Suppose that we glue a cube of edge length 1 on top of the big cube so that one of its faces rests entirely on the top face of the larger cube. The percent increase in their surface area, sides, top, and bottom, from the original cube to the new solid form is closest to one of these percents. So basically, first we need to find the original cube, or this 2x2's surface area, which is 2 squared, which is the area of one side, times 6. That's the number of sides in a cube, which is just 24. Now we need to find the surface area of the whole thing, which is 24, plus the surface area of the smaller cube, which is 1 squared times 6. Okay, and this is just 6, and this equals 30. But one side of the smaller cube is getting covered up, so minus 1. And that also covers up one of the part of the top side of the larger one, so that's minus 1 again. So then we get 28. So now we want to find the change. So we do 28 minus 24, which is 4. The change from the original one, so 4 over 24, which is 1/6. Now we can use long division to find the percent. So then we have 6 divided by 1, and then 0.1640, and then 4 again, 0, 36, and 0. So 6 repeating. So then 0.166 rounds to 0.17 times 100 to get a percent, and it's 17%. So then our answer is C, 17%. So problem 23. There is a list of 7 numbers. The average of the first 4 numbers is 5, and the average of the last 4 numbers is 8. So we'll just denote the 7 numbers as A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. The first 4 numbers have an average of 5. So A plus B plus C plus D divided by 4 is equal to 5. Or A plus B plus C plus D is equal to 20. And then same thing for the last 4. So D plus E plus F plus G divided by 4 is equal to 8. And then D plus E plus F plus G is equal to 32. And then it says the average of all 7 numbers is 6 4/7. Then the number common to both sets of 4 numbers, which is D, is, okay, so first we need to find the sum of all of these, which we can find using the average. So A plus B plus C plus D plus C plus D plus E plus F plus G divided by 7 is equal to 6 4/7. Multiplied by 7, we get 42 plus 4 equal to 46. So 46. So let me just clear up some space. I'll just say this is equal to 46, and then just get rid of all of this. So then we can add both these equations, to get a plus b plus c plus 2d, because there's a d here and there's a d here, so plus 2d plus e plus f plus g is equal to 52. Okay, now since we only find the value of d, what we can do is subtract these two equations. So we can subtract this equation from this equation to get a, b, c cancel out, e, f, g cancel out, and only the d is remaining, so 2d minus d is equal to d, and then 52 minus 46 is equal to 6. So our answer is 6b. Problem 24. If angle A equals to 20 degrees and angle AFG equal to AGF, and then angle B plus angle D equals to what? So what I can do, I'm going to recreate this part of the diagram over here. So then I have this over here, and I have this going through like that. F, G, A, B, and D. I know this part's 20 degrees. I need to find this plus this. So to find this plus this, I just need to know this angle, because I know that, say, the angle BFD, angle BFD is equal plus angle B plus angle D is equal to 180, because all interior angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So I just need to know this angle to find the sum of these two. And how do I find this? I need to find this by using another property, which is that all straight lines on each side, they add up to 180 degrees. So all of this is 180 degrees. So that means this angle over here, subtracted from 180, is equal to this angle over here. And how do I find angle AFG? I can find this using this, because again, 180 minus 20 is equal to 160. And since I know AFG, this angle and this angle are the same, I can just divide this by 2 and get 80. So I know this angle is 80 degrees, and then 180 minus 80 is equal to 100. So then this angle is 100 degrees, and then again 180 minus 100 is equal to 80. So angle D plus angle B is equal to 180 degrees. So our answer is D, 80 degrees. Let's move on to the last problem. Problem 25. The area of rectangle ABCD is 72. If point A and the midpoints of BC and CD are joined to form a triangle, the area of that triangle is... Okay, so since we don't know the side lengths of all of this, this is going to be a little more complex. What we can do, we can denote this side, this short midpoint, this line from B to the midpoint of BC as X, and then this is also the same length, so this is also X. And then since these two sides are the same length, it's a rectangle, this would be 2x. And then this side, since the rectangle, we don't know if they're the same, so this is just going to be y and y, and then this would be 2y. Now, since we know this whole thing is 72 degrees, and we want to find this, we need to find whatever is remaining after we remove all of this stuff. Okay, so what we can do, let me just quickly erase all of this. Let me just rewrite this, y, 2x, x. What we can do, we can move this over here, because these two are the same. And we can prove this algebraically by finding the area of this triangle, which is 2yx times the half, which is just xy. And then this triangle is also 2yx times a half, which is xy. So these two triangles are actually congruent. So we can move this over here to make a half. And how do I know this is a half? Because we can find the area of this thing in terms of x and y by doing 2y times 2x. 2y times 2x is equal to 4xy. Okay? And now, since I have xy and xy over here, xy plus xy is equal to 2xy, and then 2xy is the half of 4xy. So a half of it's already gone. Now what we have remaining is this part. Now this part's actually, now we can find the area of this and see that this is, the area of this would be xy times a half, so a half xy. A half xy. So a half xy is a fourth of 2xy, or an eighth of 4xy. So it's going to be a fourth of the half, or an eighth of the entire thing. So we just need to find this remaining area to find the triangle. So now that we have all our values, we can just subtract from 72. So since the half of it goes away from over here, we can do 72 divided by 2. Okay? And we can get 36. And now we need to remove an eighth more of it because of this area over here. This is 1/8 of the entire thing, so we have to remove that. So 72 divided by 8 is 9. So we do 36 minus 9, and we get 27. Okay? So now that we have 27, that's going to be our red area over here. So this over here is equal to 27. So our answer is B, 27. Well, that wraps it up for this video. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments below, and stay tuned for the rest for any upcoming videos.